of y'all gonna like what I have to say. Some of y'all not gonna like what I'm saying, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Whether y'all consider it biased or unbiased, y'all know Auntie gonna go ahead and sip that tea. Come on, sip a little tea with Auntie. We about to talk about it, y'all. So a lot of people now raising their eyeballs, hollering about, oh, could it be a government shutdown on the way? Yes, if you'd have paid attention to my video on yesterday, then you would know there is a great possibility of a government shutdown this week. Why, Auntie? Why? The funding for ICE, y'all. Some Republicans are now saying, oh, we should revise how much funding that ICE should get, while Democrats are openly coming out saying that they're not going to vote yes. But let's back that thing up like Juvenile. How did it even make it to the Senate to have to be questioned whether or not it's going to be passed? It had to be passed in the House. So let's go back to those Democrats. Let's not let them slide. I ain't biased no kind of way. How did it pass the House of Representatives? It couldn't have passed by just Republicans. They needed some help of some Democrats. So shame on those Democrats who helped it pass the House for it even to make it to the Senate for them to have to vote on. See, some of y'all, y'all will never hold y'all party accountable. You're going to stand behind the Republicans, win, right, or draw. See, Auntie ain't rap like that. I understand that it took some of them Democrats to get with the Republicans to even let it pass the House. So those Democrats are held responsible for a whole lot of stuff that's going on because they already knew what had happened to Renee Good before they even voted yes to give those people more funding. See, y'all ain't going to talk about that, but y'all know Auntie will. So they are a part of the problem too. Now, a lot of them are coming out now after another death has happened saying, oh, I apologize, I wish I could take my vote back. You can't, because you can't bring life back to Miss Good nor Alex. You can't bring them back. Forgive me if I'm calling them on first name basis, but I talk about them so much I feel like I know these people on a first name basis. They shouldn't have had to lose their lives. Republicans are now saying, oh, we should think twice about the budget, but y'all should have thought about it in the first place. Y'all shouldn't have let so much of this stuff that's fly through. Now you want to revise it and move it all around. That's bull. That's bull. And now the Democrats, some of them are now starting to feel bad. You should have felt bad before it even passed the House, before you made it to get to the Senate desk. But a lot of y'all ain't gonna talk about that because y'all like to cut corners and speak only on what y'all want to speak about, not putting it all out there. So again, with this type of content that I put out, it ain't biased because I'm not only gonna speak on Republicans or Republican politicians. I'll speak on the Democrats too. Right is right and wrong is wrong, and they was wrong in this situation because how did it even make it to the Senate? We ain't gonna leave that part out either. If we're gonna sip the tea, we gotta sip it correctly. Amen. Thank y'all for sipping a little more tea with Auntie. Bye, y'all.